You've been asleep in your cryopods for, of course, you don't know how long you've been in your cryopods. And you all begin to dream very strange dreams. It's pitch dark. The humidity is palpable. The air too heavy to breathe. You grope in blackness, looking for an exit, but thick, fleshy walls impede your every movement. These walls pulse and exhale. These walls are alive. Your lungs fill with viscous liquid, but you're not drowning. You are warm, safe, back in your mother's womb. A woman stands over you, an ebon figure against the starless void. "Love me," she whispers. Your mother pulls you close to her bosom. You try to meet her eyes, but they are empty pools. All you see is her smiling metal mouth. Her sharp breath startles you awake. It was only a dream. You retch bile as your cryopod hums and slides open. Your shirt and shorts are soaked. You are drenched, covered in a sparkling sheen of sweat. "It's over," you hear someone mutter. The words were actually your own. They are met with silence. Your arms are crisscross with open wounds. You are alone. The other stasis pods are closed. Your fellow Marines still asleep. Their canopies are filled with a thick, velvet fluid which could only be one thing. The hairs on your neck stand rigid as your mother embraces you from behind, her rancid breath hissing in your ear. "Kill for me." The other pods cycle open, spilling their lifeblood across the deck and washing you away in a torrent of red. Suddenly, you actually awake from your cryo sleep. As your pods opens, you find out that you are still soaked in sweat. You've been having vivid nightmares since you went to sleep last. The regular sounds and directions tell you to get ready and head to the briefing room.
Have we all had that dream?
Yes, you all had that dream.
What?
Well, let's get to the briefing.
Burnett?
Oh man, my head. Fucking dreams. Oh god.
You having bad dreams as well?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. It's just crazy stuff. Blood everywhere. Everyone's dying. You know, the usual. The whole trip. Dreamed about my mom, I think. She had more teeth, though. God. Ugh.
You too?
What, did you have dreams? Not just me?
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah,
What are
well,
they putting in these feeding tubes?
I don't know. Did you dream about being told to kill?
Yeah, I just remember my mom. I think it was my mom telling me to love her. Yeah, and kill for her later.
I had a similar dream,
Shit, yeah, me too.
but my mom was more synth-like than I remembered.
Well, I don't believe in dreams, but I also don't believe in coincidences, so let's stay on our feet.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Let's get that briefing over and done with.
Yeah, I'm gonna get dressed first. I don't want to walk naked in there.
That's why I keep my clothes on during sleep.
Is
Oh, we're
that why
allowed
you
to
stop?
do that?
Wait,
It's the corporal privilege.
Man,
Oh,
I need to
that's
get
good.
corporal.
Well,
Wait.
and it's not that comfortable, like I'm still drenched in sweat. But now all my clothes are dirty.
Hey, Dave, you pass me my boxers over there.
I think you can grab the...
Wait, you are
Yeah, sure.
Wait, so you're completely naked?
Yeah, I figured my guy. No, he doesn't know anything. He's like private. He's new. He got in there, followed whatever the manual says.
Yeah, sure. Wait,
You're
who the?
you're gonna hand him your boxes, his boxes.
As I was saying. Yeah, sure here. Hey, yeah, sure here. Wait a minute, who the fuck are you?
Thanks, Davey.
Wait, who are you?
Yeah, how do you know his name?
No, you were here before. Who the fuck are you now?
Calm
I'm
down,
Wade,
private.
private Khrushchev. I was assigned, but they didn't. Didn't you read the orders? My name's in there, right?
Should be.
I mean, I pulled my orders out, but my pockets are inconveniently indisposed at the moment. I will get you my orders as soon as I can find my camis. Oh, there they go. Produces some paperwork out of there, hands it to Davey.
Okay, I'm gonna read it.
I'm
So,
surprised you can read.
Yeah, I wish I knew what I said, Torsten.
wait, I
What?
thought we needed to go to the
What do
briefing
you
room.
expect
Who?
it to say?
That's why I keep leaving, guys. I mean, aren't we supposed to go over there?
So I gave him a... Wait, what did you say, Noodle?
Who?
We're supposed to go to the
Wait,
who's
wait,
Needle?
wait. Don't acknowledge that. Who?
Where you going? Where you see you going, Pilot?
To the briefing room. I do recall Connor being summoned there by the end of my dream.
Yes, but I think it would be courtesy to wait for Private Khrushchev to
Almost
get
done.
dressed.
It's like hopping up and down, getting a boot on. All right, I'm ready to go, guys. I'm ready to go.
Alright, let's go.
Let's grab it.
Oops. Okay, so your sergeant's there, but she looks just as sweat-drenched as you. She looks tired. I mean, she is just absolutely the vision of someone who's been dragging.
I'm desynced. I can't see her.
I can't
No.
see her.
She's standing
can
by the
see her.
terminal.
Yeah, I can see it on your stream.
All right, when you walk in, she just says, "Finally, what took you so long?"
Well, we were having nightmares.
Oh, well, and Private Khrushchev had to get dressed. He's the new
Damn
one.
boots.
Apologies, Sergeant.
Well, your dreams are pretty much why we're here. For the past 2 months, anyone entering this sector of space has had vivid nightmares. One so bad they're actually causing violence. Scientists on an asteroid in the GL-884 system vented their dome and blew themselves into space. The crew of the US CSS Dahlia murdered each other in horrific ways. This isn't a case of one maniac against the crew. This was the entire crew against each other. 1,300 miners in deep sleep arrived at LV-176 dead. each had killed themselves in their cryo chambers while they were supposed to be sleeping. She stops to take a breath. I mean, she just looks wore out. Her eyes, she's got bags below her eyes. Looks really tired. Intel has triangulated a central point to all the incidents, right where a decommissioned Wei-Yu network station sits. The thing is supposed to be off the grid, but it's active and transmitting some psycho shit that's causing colonists to go crazy. You're going in to retake the station. We could just nuke it out of the sky, but we can only assume it isn't the only one they've got. R&D wants to know what the fuck they are doing and how the fuck it works, so we can counter it. Take prisoners, collect data, secure whatever this weapon is, and lock down the station. This is a decommissioned Weyland-Yutani installation, so we've got the original schematics for your perusal, but don't count on the layout being exactly the same. They've probably changed a few things. We're giving you breaching charges for this one, just in case you need to make your own door to get aboard. You'll be driving yourselves in via a shuttle, but you'll actually have some other options available to you. We'll give you some schematics to the station, and you can decide your entry point.
Understood.
You'll be rigged for silent running, and the Tambi-Tam will be on station in system and come to your aid when you've got a better grasp of the situation then. So 1 second, she grabs the pad off the shelf behind her. She starts tapping it away, and she sends you the schematics to the station. All right, Sergeant finishes tapping. You receive your image of the station. Corporal, you and your team, you tell me where you want to assign, where you want to drop in, and I'll assign you whatever assets you need to be there.
Well, we need those breaches, of course.
Not necessarily. It depends on where you choose to go in at. They have a modified reactor. We're not exactly sure what it does, but it does look like there is an access you can sneak in through this new system they have. It opens up and cycles every few minutes to regulate the temperature, so you would be able to access it from space and just sneak right in through the reactor without being seen or heard.
I suppose the main airlock is another option.
We can rig you a shuttle for silent running, and you can sneak right in. As far as we can tell, there's little to no military, or we don't know. We can't find anything in system that looks aggressive, but we're sure there's something there. Could be pirates, could be UPP, who knows? The commies are quite creative.
Are there any other possible entrances?
Either the main airlock, through the reactor lock, or you can make your own door if you want to take on that level of entry, but I'd recommend something a little more stealth, something clandestine. The reactor lock is probably what I would recommend.
Alright, well, I'll let the crew vote on this one. Any preference?
Well, I wanted to bust on in, but I guess we can go to the reactor.
I personally prefer a stealthy approach. We don't know what awaits inside.
Well,
That reactor lock location looks in the kind of in the corner. Maybe it'd be a little bit more defensible than jumping in through the main entrance there.
And whoever is inside may not expect us to enter there.
True.
True, yeah.
Plus, if the whole thing goes shit, right? If we want to be in the reactor, if we're going to blow it, am I right?
Don't know if I want to be in the reactor when it blows, but we'll see how it turns out.
Well, I mean, better to jump out that way than to have to set charges and run across the facility to go out where we left through the main door.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's set. We'll enter through the reactor lock.
All right. We'll make it happen. We'll get you the compression suits you need, and you can take the charges anyway in case you need them for something else later.
I'll hold on to those.
So your shuttle made it past what looked like a couple of patrols, but you were not detected. You floated out in your spacesuits just fine, and you made it in, and now you're just waiting on the cycle to finish so you can gain access to the interior of the space station. You did note upon approach there's a gigantic antenna that it looks like it's been heavily modified at the far end of the station. And the compartment you're at now is the reactor, but you can tell this has all been heavily modified too. And after several minutes, the door begins to open up, allowing you access to the ship station.
That's cool. Haven't figured out how to open doors yet.
Sober, thank you for the follow.
Lance Corporal Brow is going to return to the ship.
What's that? Oh,
We're with one too many.
done. Thank you.
Well, Wade gets out his rifle. I guess if we're going to go in here, never know what we'll run into.
Before we advance, does what we see to our left and right look familiar to anyone?
You recall seeing something like it on the planet, the research facility where you met Bolshoi. It looks visually similar. Anybody else, though? I know you asked about it, so if anybody else wants to remember it, they'll need to make a roll for it.
What are we rolling?
If you want to. Do you recall these visuals
Well,
around you from anywhere?
My predecessor might have mentioned them.
Oh, that's true. No, your predecessor didn't mention anything when he died.
Okay.
He might have said, "Ah," that'd have been about all that he would have got out. So yeah, you are straight out no. Actually, are you a new character or not? No, Ross is still. He was there.
I was here.
All right. So you start to hear some machine workings, and you can tell that it's about to cycle back shut and open back again into space behind you.
Let's move.
All right.
Do I need to
Door.
actually get my rifle out on my pawn?
It should already be there, I think. There you go.
Got a
right.
pistol, I think.
Be
That'll work.
careful with these doors. I don't mind if you open them, but be very careful because there's some very... I've designed this very precariously. It looks good, but some places are pretty fragile.
Okay.
But feel free to open the doors. Just be very careful.
Okay. Shall we go in, guys?
Let's get going. Though I'm noticing my weapons ain't equipped. Or are they?
Are they? I can't see. No.
Private Khrushchev's going to post up on the door, and
Okay. Go ahead and
take side of the hallway there and try to cover for these dudes here in case there's assailants coming down the hall or with weapons trained.
all right. You should have a light too
Okay.
on your character sheet you can use if you choose. You're probably going to need it at some point.
You want me to turn on the pawn light for this one? Is that what you're saying?
If whenever you would like light for your pawn, for your character, yes, turn it on. But make sure you use the public option so that everybody sees it. But yeah, everybody go ahead and actually make your observation checks we'll use for just your standard observation. Okay.
1-6.
All right.
1-6.
Poor Ross.
Noticing.
Ross notices nothing. All right, everybody else got 6s though. Okay. So as you enter the actual station itself, it looks pretty well used. You can walk on in. Looks pretty well used. Lots of dark places. You don't know. The lighting could just be bad. It could be from some modifications, but the lighting's just not the best. All kinds of mechanical sounds, some thumps, some liquids bubbling. I mean, it feels like a very ramshackle place. You can see most of the original design, but it's definitely been modified, especially in this area. Private Ross?
Yeah.
You coming out?
I'm out.
Oh, who are we missing?
I
Oh,
don't know.
nobody.
Make roll out.
No one.
You were in the
No
other
one's
corner where I couldn't see.
Yeah, I
Nobody's
was
missing.
just doing cover.
No, you're
cover
good.
Formation.
You're good. I just couldn't see.
I don't want to stand in the back of the line with a rifle on everybody's back.
Did you want to go ahead and assign the 2 fire teams there, Corporal?
Alright, I'll go with Private LeBlanc and I'll have Private Ross deal with the new one.
Oh, I was hoping
Okay.
that would be Private Ross all by himself.
As much as I want them killed, I don't think we should
was
do
it-
it just yet.
Is that in character?
Yes, and it was
Sounded
a
like it.
joke, is what they
Okay.
call it.
Okay, just checking.
Hey, Private Ross, it's okay, man. I'd appreciate it. Hey, I mean, you got my boxes for me. What more can friends ask for?
Oh,
So I
Right,
got your
Ross.
back.
Go over there with your fire team member. Okay, what's your plan? What's going on next here, guys?
Corporal's orders.
We'll need to find people to interrogate.
Well, it seems like there's 2 paths we can take right now. We can go right.
According to the map, one leads to the power control area, and the other, I assume, to the coolant tanks. I think we should go towards the power control. Perhaps we can do something about the lighting.
I agree. Yeah, I say we go straight on.
Okay. Should we stick with the other fire team, or should we split?
I see no reason to split just yet.
Khrushchev looks at this barrel. Does it have any words on it? Is like this is accelerant or explosive or anything crazy like that, or toxic?
It's in Russian. You have no idea. It doesn't smell weird.
Oh.
It looks pretty solid. It doesn't look like there's any leaks or anything.
I wish I would have paid attention to my mother when she spoke and yelled at me in that language.
Are you saying you're secretly a communist?
Me? No, I'm not a communist. My first name is Wade. How can I be a communist?
Yeah, communists are named, of course. So let's progress.
Yes, sir.
Please, game mother, tell me if I'm going the right way.
Huh? Well, this is your mission. There's really no wrong way.
Well, I don't know which is north and south, so that's the problem.
The way you're facing is the top of the map.
Alright, then we're going the right way.
Yes.
Isn't there is a compass, isn't there?
Yes, but
I
I don't
didn't-
think it's aligned with the map.
Correct. Not necessarily. It might be, but I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Besides, is there really a north in space?
Well, I mean, depends
There
on...
is. It's just wherever magnetically is pulling.
But it's like so vast. Where does it start and where does it end?
Well, maybe Ross has a big magnet in its pocket and it always points at him.
Okay, the next room you can hear some pretty heavy noises, and as you poke your head through the door, you see a figure in the room. And let's see. And the figure does not seem to know that you're there. He's just
We all see the
standing in the
figure?
room. Yes, except for Ross. Ross does not see the figure.
I can't even see.
Looks to be in some
Fingers.
sort of a security or a soldier outfit. He's got a helmet on. He's got a gun. He's got all kinds of equipment on.
Put fingers to lips, since Ross is not at the door. Kind of turn toward him, fingers to lips. Give him some hand signs that there's no soldier in there.
And I want to signal with my hands that we move in slowly. Guns pointed.
Okay. All right, let's see some mobility checks then. If anybody who's sneaking in the room needs to make a mobility check. If you're staying at the door, you can just chill. Okay, looks like Wade's good. Okay,
I'm more than good.
you are. You impress several people.
Solid snake.
All right, LeBlanc. Oh, I see. I missed LeBlanc. LeBlanc's there. Okay, Ross, are you sneaking in or no?
I will sneak in, yeah.
Okay. See your mobility. Would you like to push the roll?
Yes, please.
All right. All right, success. Okay, so everybody go ahead and sneak in the room. Go ahead in. All right. So you get in the room, this all kinds of conduits. You would assume that this is obviously the power room from the schematics. So you have all kinds of pulsing and surging and just humming. This is kind of the power control for the entire station. The person you see in there, he's obviously a guard. Looks like he's Asian descent, sort of. You know, it's hard to tell with his helmet on, but appears to be in his 20s. He is facing away from you. He looks like he's distracted, looking at a pad, probably. And obviously doesn't hear any of you come in.
Did we try to knock him out, or like slyly slyly come, knock him out.
I want to signal with my fire team mate, Private LeBlanc, to sneak up on him and disarm him.
I have to make another roll for that.
Yes, this is just going to be a close combat roll. If you're just going to try to disarm him, I assume.
Yes.
Yes, that's my
Okay.
aim.
All right.
Not to knock him out, to be clear.
Okay.
Okay. Is anybody going to help? Maybe.
Well, I guess what's his the corporal didn't order me not to help. Anything around the pillar over here, like some loose crap, like a bolt or something, are laying around?
Yeah, you could find a bolt, piece of trash, old pack of cigarettes.
I want to while she's moving in, especially if she sounds like she's making some thumps or something, instead of being sneaky as she gets closer.
No,
Can I
get
push
rid
ready
of
to
it.
the
huck
roll?
a
Could I
Do
push
what?
the roll?
Yes.
Could I push the roll?
Well, hold on. Don't. Yes, but don't push it just yet.
Okay.
Because if he's helping
I
you,
would
you're
wanna-
gonna get an extra
one.
dice. So
Okay.
yeah, go ahead and roll one more dice before you push it.
So I wanted to huck a bolt kind of in front of him, so it makes
Okay.
some noise, kind of ping, kind of like pops off something, like makes some noise in the corner where he's already facing.
Okay. So you
I
throw the
should
bolt.
roll as well, I suppose.
Are you? I thought you were telling LeBlanc to do it. I misunderstood.
Well,
What's happening exactly?
No, he's doing it as a distraction thing.
No, he doesn't need to roll for his distract. If he's helping you, you just get the +1. It doesn't. There's no roll to be had.
Yeah, but okay.
But
so
I'm
since,
talking about Corporal Pacheco Diaz. What are you wanting to roll for?
For disarming him.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
I thought you told me to do it.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
You just told me to do it.
I said we were doing it together.
Oh, we're doing okay. Can we do that, Constant?
Yes. Well, normally one of you would just help the other. You would help whoever has the highest roll. Who has the highest between you?
I think I do. At least if
Yeah.
she rolled a 3d6.
Yeah, I don't have
My
Okay.
base is 4d6. So
Okay.
Okay,
So
I'll
you
help
go ahead and let you roll then, Pacheco Diaz, and then you roll 5 because you're getting some help from the bolt chucker.
and another one because of
No,
The
you
pump?
only get. Let me double check. You might actually be
You
right.
get
Go ahead and
plus-
roll the extra. I think you
plus
can
2,
get
right?
cumulative more than one. We'll
All right.
allow it this time anyway while I look it up. It's fine.
Let's see that roll. Oh dear.
Oof.
You don't have any stress, do you?
no.
Nobody does. Just started.
Is that me?
I suppose I can push it.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's
No
see.
chance I'll roll as many ones again, right?
It's for all the 6s you just rolled. And a 1 to
I'm
boot
sorry.
on the stress dice. I love it.
Oh dear. Pacheco.
Phew, that's at least nothing on that.
Goodness. So, the bolt flies across the room, pings off the wall, and just clatters to the floor. Makes a great noise. But as you two rush in, Corporal Pacheco Diaz stumbles and trips both himself and his fire teammate, Private LeBlanc, and they both fall to the floor. And the guard turns around. Oop, he doesn't have his gun out. Good try. And I guess we're now in combat now.
You're just in the pillar.
Yeah.
Trying to get out.
There you go. All right, so go ahead and roll your initiative.
What is initiative in this one?
Open up your character sheet.
Yeah.
And over on the left, it's got the little hourglass. You have 2d6. Put a check mark in the sword tray, and then just roll the dice. It's 2d6.
Oh, you mean my pawn? My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
it.
It's all set up in there.
Okay.
You got to
Got it.
put the check mark in the box. I think you took the check mark out because you disappeared. There you go. There you
It
go.
had a default 6. I thought I had to uncheck it first to roll. But
Nope, you're good. Okay. So the security guard's going to say something in a language that you don't understand. And then he is going to draw his weapon, and fire. Let's see, who's the lucky? What do you have, 4? Private LeBlanc.
Okay.
Wow.
nice.
So he only manages to get off one shot, and the one shot just, you don't know where it goes, but it goes beyond you, doesn't hit you, and it is now your turn, Private LeBlanc.
Okay, so I use to use an action to get up, correct?
You can use your fast action to get up, yes.
Okay, and then this, would I still have to do close combat? I mean, I'm pretty close.
Well, I'm gonna guess you'd put your gun up. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you would. Okay. So, yeah, if you want to swing at him again, then yeah, you can just close combat him. Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to close combat.
What do you want to do?
Well, I want to shoot at him.
Are you sure you want to shoot at him?
Okay, fine, I won't shoot at him. Close combat.
Well, you can shoot him if you want.
I don't know.
I thought your corporal gave you some specific orders.
To disarm him, yes.
Okay. Well, you do what you want.
All right, could I disarm him?
Well, it'd be a close combat, but yeah.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Oh, I didn't see you roll. I'm sorry. Okay. You snatch his gun away from him. Caught him by surprise.
Yes, I was just playing dead.
He says several things to you in Mandarin, you would assume. And none of them sound like they're particularly friendly.
I got his gun, Corporal.
All right, Ross, what are you doing?
Alright. I guess I'm gonna go and try to like apprehend him.
Okay. Do you have handcuffs, or what's your plan?
I have handcuffs.
Okay. Are you just going to drop your gun where it's at, or are you going to try to sling it over your back? What's your plan with your gun?
I'm gonna try to sling it on the back.
All right, that's going to be your action if you do that. If you drop it, I'll let you do your normal 2 actions, but if you sling it on your back and try to secure it, it's going to be your fast action.
Alright.
So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna sling it on the back.
Okay. Well, running to him will be your second action.
Alright.
All right, so go ahead. Put your gun up and go run up to the guy. All right, Wade. So the way Alien works is you have a fast action, which is generally something you don't have to roll for, and then a slow action. You know, like running up there, you would just have as a fast action. That would be easy to do. You don't have to roll for that. Unless the room has, like a bunch of debris or something. And then a slow action would be like shooting at somebody, attacking somebody, hacking something.
Okay. So just to assess, right, this guy's had his gun taken away. Private Ross, I think it's Private Ross, has run up to at least get up on him, but hasn't actually done anything, wasn't able to do anything just yet, right? Because he put his weapon away.
Correct. He's in motion. This is all taking place over about 5 to 10 seconds.
I'm going to move over to my my corporal who's in need with my gun. So I have my gun trained on this guy, so he knows, stick him up or you might get shot. I'm just gonna walk forward with the gun on him, but I'm gonna put my hand down and pull my corporal up to his feet so he doesn't have to waste his action standing up, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So I got a gun on this dude, trying not to shoot Ross. If I have to come in at a different angle, that's fine. Just let me know where to go. And
yeah,
then,
you're fine there.
Pick him up.
Okay. All right, then, Corporal. It's your move now.
I give a small nod to Private Khrushchev as a sign of thanks, and then I aim take one step and aim my gun at the soldier and tell him surrender now or you'll be worse off.
All right, I'm going to consider that kind of an intimidation attempt. So roll intimidation and then add 2. Because you have Private Khrushchev.
Is that command?
Yes. No. Isn't it? Oh, it'd be, yes. Command. Yes.
Empathy.
Yeah.
One 6.
Okay. He gives you a really ugly look. And then he just slowly puts his hands up just in time for Private Ross to reach him, and he makes no effort to stop Private Ross from restraining him with the handcuffs. So we're out of combat now.
All right, time to interrogate our new friend.
Well, it might be hard if he doesn't speak any English.
Let's see, maybe he pretends to be dumb.
While they're looking to interrogate, Khrushchev goes and grabs that data pad. He's got some comm skills, so he wants to see if he can figure out how to read this stuff or get it to translate.
All right, you grab it off the floor. The screen's still intact. And he was looking at some pretty X-rated anime.
Oh.
Ooh, Corporal, you got to look at this top secret orders here.
Oh, let me see the footage, Khrushchev.
I hand it over.
Important.
I hand it over with a salute.
All right,
Even though he's a corporal, I salute him anyway.
All right, I look at
Yes,
it
sir.
and whisper back. Is there any way we can transfer this important data to our own servers?
Oh.
Yes, sir. I'm positive I can send this back to the ship on all screens.
All right, see to it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I will work on sending a decoded mission message that reads like it's coming from the corporal here on his strict undercover orders, and then I will get the video to play if I can get that to work.
Yes, no problem getting the video to play.
Okay, then I will beam that back to our sergeant on the ship.
All right. He starts to buck a little bit under you there, Ross, as you grabbing him and manhandling him. Not too much, just enough to let you know he's indignant. Not enough to make you feel like he's gonna make a break for it or anything, though. He's just not being an easy prisoner. Anybody?
I was like,
You
what?
were, you were talking to Ross, right?
Yes.
Did you want to start with the interrogation, Pacheco?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I was distracted by something important. All right, mister. Firstly, do you speak English?
He spits at your feet.
Suppose that is a yes. Which weapon are you creating here?
He says something to you. You have no idea. You have no idea what he's saying. Just starts shaking his head, and just his face is starting to get red, and his voice is slowly creeping up. This room's pretty loud, so you feel pretty confident that nobody heard the single shot that rang out. But, a sustained noise might raise the level of suspicion from anybody that's nearby.
Alright.
Does this guy have comms?
Yeah, you look at it, you see the same kind of setup you have, similar at least. He's got the wire running into his ear, and...
Yeah, could I make an action to disable that, or, take it away from him?
Yeah, you can snatch it off of him. So you grab it, you yank it off, and, his head sort of lurches towards you as you pull it. Are you shooting him?
No, that was just for fun.
Right. So,
Okay.
yeah, he grabs it, he starts yelling at you and turning at you and saying all kinds of very unkind sounding things to you.
Alright, well, I want to pull out my combat knife and hold it at his throat.
All right. He stops. He quiets down. He looks at you.
One more word. That isn't an answer to my question, that I'll cut your tongue out.
He kind of looks down at the knife, looks at you, and doesn't say anything.
Good. Now, what weapon are you creating here?
Says in very broken English, no. English. American.
Sounds like English to me.
We'll just have to take you back to our ship. I'm sure we can find a translator.
Alright, is Ross gonna be, are you gonna be taking care of him?
Well, we have two options really. We could take him with us, or we could leave him here and tie him up or something, knock him out. You know the drill.
I don't
chance
know,
I
you
can-
don't think we might need him for something along the way?
If we need him, we can always go back for it.
That's right.
But I guess a searching him doesn't hurt.
All right, you
Yeah,
find
maybe he has some, cards or something.
you find pretty standard loadout. He just looks like he's ship security. He's got the radio, gun, extra ammunition, maybe a couple rations. Everything's pretty standard stuff, nothing unusual. You've got his, you do have his key card for access to various parts of the ship.
All right, I'll give the key card to my new friend, Private Crew Chef, to hold on to.
Takes it. This data pad that he was streaming on, by any chance, connected to the whatever accounts for interwebs here?
It would be locked out. It would be very, very specific in use.
Yeah, I can't hack it or nothing like that.
No, it's just standard entertainment.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. What about his comms? He said he's got a comms device.
He does. He's got a radio. It's for local communication through the ship. It's not any powerful for reaching anything else other than that.
Is it only designed from base station to base station design? Base station and then out, or is it comms to comms?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
So is it designed to, if he's on it, can he contact other patrols directly, or does it have to get relayed through a base station somewhere?
Oh yeah, it goes directly. It's all
Okay.
live.
Any chance we can mess with that and see where his buddies might be, as far as pinging back on the signal? Maybe like cross-reference it with this map.
Well,
Well,
unless you speak perfect Chinese,
yeah,
No, I don't need to speak it. We just need to know where they are, so it'll pop back the signal, tell them where they are.
I don't think you would have the technology to do that with you, at least. You could listen in to hear what anybody says on his comms, but again, yeah, unless anybody speaks Mandarin or Russian, you wouldn't quite understand. Actually, you can roll... Let's see. What type of wit skills do you have?
What type?
Like comm? I have comm tech.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Comtech
If,
necessarily. I'm trying to if you listen to the chatter, you could maybe tell how many different voices were on the same frequency, and that might give you the same answer you're looking for.
I have observation.
Oh yeah, we have that one too.
Yeah, go ahead if you wanna do that. Use observation because you're observing different voices and stuff. So
Since Private Davey sounds interested, can we both listen in? Maybe we can both.
yeah,
figure it out.
he can help you. Sure.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
add
yeah.
one to your roll.
If I have 5 dice, if I chuck it, how many do you got, Davey?
Oh no, if I help you, it's at one. I will.
No, yeah, he had said earlier, whoever has the highest die amounts gets to roll, and then the other person helps
Oh,
them.
I have 4. Oh, I have 4. You win.
Okay, I'll chuck it. How do I add an extra one? Do I just temporarily put that in here?
You can do that, or you can just go to the dice itself and add 1d6. Just click an extra 1d6 when you roll, and it'll add it to the roll.
Oh, yeah. I was using a character sheet. So you mean go to the actual die block? Okay, let me do that.
Yeah.
I clicked on the die block instead of the character sheet.
That works. All right, so no successes. But
Hundreds of
you both are just confused as all get out. There's first in Mandarin, then in Russian. You can't tell.
All right, what shall we do with our prisoner before we move on here?
There's a.
What?
I can't highlight with caps. So there's a crate over in the corner. You want to shove them in there? Lock them in?
Tab. Or no, caps lock, yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
All right, take him over to the crate.
We can't actually move him.
Oh, where do you want him at?
The
Walk
crate
to
in
the crate.
back.
Ross, walk to the crate with your prisoner.
Lots of crates around here.
Which crate? Yeah. What, Ross, you there?
I'm here.
Walk to the crate with the prisoner.
Which one? That one?
Private Khrushchev
Yes.
is going to lead you there, I think, whichever one he's talking about. Okay. So you're going to shove him in this crate? All right. I'm just going to say he's in there. Good enough. All right. You shove him in there. He's not real thrilled about it. And what's your next move?
I'd say let's advance to the data servers.
Yeah, I was trying to say that, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and head there.
That's about here, I think. Wait, ain't there? Where's the door?
Yeah. Just walk to the next room you want to walk to and stand at the door there. All right.
Doesn't look like there's a door on that side, so we'll have to go through here.
Yeah, we gotta go through here.
All right. Going the way you're going there, Corporal? Okay. All right, everybody just stay together here.
In that room.
What's that?
I think I saw somebody in that room when I was walking by the door.
This is the work. That's the workshop, guys.
It is a workshop. And you see someone there. He is passed out, asleep.
Oh,
Oh,
In the room, in case they didn't see.
Oops. There we go.
maybe we should interrogate him, Corporal.
well, should we
We
search
might
him
as well.
and disarm him first? I mean, he is sleeping.
He doesn't
he
look
armed?
armed to me.
Me either. He seems just to be an ordinary citizen.
Let's see
I
if
still
he's
say we search him really quick.
well. Let's see if he's perhaps affected by the dreaming.
Oh yeah.
All right. So you're making a stop here in this room?
Yes.
All right. Looking for the room. Sorry, give me just one sec. What is this one called?
Workshop.
Okay. So you walk into the room. This room looks nastier than most. There's all kinds of materials for fabricating mechanical and electrical components. There's lots of spare parts, some raw materials, all kinds of tools. And if you needed to fix something anywhere on this station, this is where you would go. And the gentleman on the floor. Oops. Sorry, give me 1 sec. You find him. He's got some work overalls on. And he reeks of alcohol. And he seems to be not having a very pleasant dream. He's just starting to sweat. It looks like he's got just a little bit of perspiration. But yeah, he's literally passed out, like in the middle of the floor, just laying there.
Looks like he just drank too much. Do you think we should wake him or move on?
Well, could I, like, search his pockets and everything first?
Be my guest.
Let's stay.
All right, you search his pockets. I mean, his pants are pretty greasy and nasty, but, it's oil, all kinds of different fluids and stuff. Doesn't really have anything of any value. He's got a flask of alcohol, and it's got a few sips left in it. But otherwise, it's just his clothes and nothing. And as you're searching him, he wakes up. Eyes go wide, and he looks right at you. Private
Give him
LeBlanc.
the shush. Give him the shush symbol. Shh.
Yeah, we all shush him.
Okay. He looks at you, LeBlanc, and he looks at your shoulders, and he starts your chest, then he looks around, looks at the other guys, and he gets the biggest smile you have ever seen. Americans! I knew you would come. And he hurriedly gets to his feet. Whoops.
Yeah. You don't need to.
No. I love Americans. I called you. I send the signal that bring you here.
Oh?
He pats himself in the chest. I send you signal. You hear.
So, are you a defector?
Yes. I go with you now. You come to rescue me.
What do
Yes?
you know about these nightmares? If you can answer us a few questions, you may come.
I only fix things. I know nothing of their experiments. Something, they don't let me access to it. I don't know. I just fix
Well-
things here for them.
Can you at least tell me if your dreams been troublesome lately?
He nods emphatically. Yes. Very bad dreams. Very, very, very bad. The UPP,
Alright.
they killed my wife when she tried to defect last year. I just waited my opportunity. I send the signal when I get assigned here. Did you come?
Would you be able to work as a translator for us as well?
I only speak Russian. And a little English.
But at least you can help us with the Russian side of translations.
Yes. Anything. He
Alright,
seems very eager to help.
Want him to check the
Sure.
radio and see if he hears anything on it? Corporal?
Sure, sounds like a good idea.
You want him to look at what?
Listen on
Can you
the
listen to
comms.
this radio?
Oh, the
See what-
security guards' comms.
Yeah, see what kind of stuff he can piece out.
Okay. He takes it from you, and he just kind of looks a little confused. What do you want to know?
What are they chatting about in Russian? What's going on? Where are they? Stuff like that.
They talk about some movie. They're all watching some movie.
They're all watching.
I don't
Where is
know.
that at?
I don't know. Some cartoon. I don't know. I've not seen this movie they speak of.
I think I might have seen some glimpse of it. But that's highly private data. Anyways, whilst they're watching a movie, I think it's best that we take this opportunity to explore the facility.
You careful. Many guards. Many guards. You find guards so far?
One he's taken care of.
5 more guards. He holds his hand up. 5 fingers. 5 more guards.
Oh, there we go.
At least. More guards patrolling. More guards in system. Very nearby. Very quick response.
Alright, let's get to the data center.
Okay. He's, again, very, very spirited right now. He's very happy. Seems
What's your name?
ecstatic.
You have it? What's your name?
Oops. Engineer Medev. Chief Engineer Medev.
You said you sent a signal?
Yes, I contact the United Americas. I send signal. It's how they find this place. It's how you get here.
Hey, Corporal, does that check out?
I do not know where the signal came from, but as long as he's useful to us and not troublesome, he may come. It's never too late to join the correct side, you know.
Yes, yes. USA.
Alright, let's get to the control room.
You want to go to the control room?
Yes, well,
Or this data center? Or
I
yeah.
mean, we have to go through the control room to get to the data servers,
All right.
according to the map.
Oh, there's a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk into the room. Well, that's
sorry,
right.
going up here. Wait, let me go back.
I don't want to walk into the room yet.
All right. Well, you have the mobility check. You'll need a new mobility check. Well, no, I'll give you the observation. They're not really paying attention. You see 4 identical human-looking people in this room. They all look the
Boy.
same. They're on these very strange-looking devices which have 3D projected weird images on them. You've never seen anything like this. At least as far as you can tell from this distance.
I want to whisper to the Russian.
Maslov, sorry, his name was Maslov. He whispers
Maslov.
to you, synthetic, robot, they androids.
Will they notice us when we walk in?
He shrugs. I don't know how they respond to you. They ignore me. I'm not allowed in here. They don't let me in usually.
The synthetics are to people.
I've only ever seen synthetics when I walk by. I work next door. Rarely see someone else. Guard checks in. Occasionally, administrator comes here too.
Alright, I suggest we walk through casually. And slowly and silently.
Should we stow weapons, Corporal, so we don't look threatening?
I say keep them at the ready, but keep them pointed at the ground.
After that?
I mean, security guards walk around with weapons as well. Just hold them casually. And,
Do we have to make a ability roll?
You're doing what? You're not sneaking, are you? Or are you just walking in? I
Well-
mean, I assume if you're just walking in, you're not going
Well,
to
I
sneak.
mean-
Because you tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you if you have to roll.
Well,
or
we're
not.
trying to walk like quietly, aren't we?
yeah, well, but also casually, so
Normally?
not
Okay.
necessarily intent on making a lot of noise, but not necessarily for the synthetics, but more for the room beyond. Sort of, I don't care if the synthetics hear us, more like I don't want the people in the room beyond to know our presence.
All right. So you're just going to walk in casually. No roll needed then.
Nope, and guns pointed at the ground. No intention to harm them.
Walk on in then.
Actually, I'm gonna stay in. Stay
Okay.
outside.
Are you going to try and stay hidden, or?
I'm gonna stay in here.
But are you going to try and stay hidden, or are you just going to stand in the doorway?
No, I'm gonna stay. No, I'm gonna stay hidden.
All right. Go ahead and make a sneak and mobility check.
I'd also like to. I want to go in, but I want to be sneaky.
It's going to be kind of hard. The room's kind of bare. There's not really a lot for you to
Oh gosh.
hide behind.
Oh.
Okay, I'll just walk in.
So I got a 6, but I got a 1 on my first dice.
Okay. Make a stress check then. Roll 1d6.
This is...
I think anything but a 6 and you'll be okay.
Of course.
Of course. All right, everybody gets a stress now. And you panic
You
a
have
little
place
bit.
to mark that in here somewhere, or
You just try and keep track of it somewhere. I don't think there is not
Not
in,
in the
not
sheet
in
anywhere?
YAG. No.
I'll just add it to a character sheet. I'll give myself like a stress thing and just add numbers.
And as you're trying to hide, you bump your giant smart gun into a metal wall. And as you come in, you can see a little more clearly each of these people has a visor on, a very weird-looking visor that's attached to these equally weird-looking devices. And as you bump into that, one of them takes his visor off, looks at you, walks over calmly. How can I help you?
Says that in English?
Yes. Perfect English.
We are looking for the data servers.
He looks at the other 3 androids. What do you want the data servers for?
Maintenance.
He kind of cocks his head to the side to look at Wade, since he's in the back. You're Americans, aren't you not? And
We are.
At that, the other 3 androids put their visors down, stop what they're doing, and all turn around to look at you. And you can tell they're androids at this point because, again, they all look exactly the same.
We came at the request of one of your own.
One of us called you?
Yes. They were speaking of vivid nightmares. They seem to be in distress and they needed our aid.
One of the other androids starts to speak up. The nightmares are none of your concern. Someone should alert security. These are Americans. They should not be here.
We mean no harm. We just need to check on a few things.
Okay, they start to close in just a little bit. They don't look very pleased. You are hereby detained until we can summon security. And then they'll decide what to do with you. This is the one off to your left. He's the second one that's been talking. The one in the middle has been... that was speaking to you initially. He's just quiet and just standing there. He hasn't said anything. But the other two, again, are walking forward slowly.
We have
Calmly.
no intention to cause trouble. Perhaps you could just direct us to your superiors.
They ignore you and continue to advance.
Wade trains his gun on one of them.
I don't think you want to do that. They'll alert everyone else.
I think they're already alerted and advancing.
All right, we'll go ahead and roll initiative again.
Well, I was going to talk, but say, hey, don't come any closer now. You look threatening. Don't
Well,
want to
you
use these.
can, but if it's going to come to the... once the guns go out, it might as well just do this initiative.
Oh, I mean, they were all out earlier. We just...
Well, I know, but I'm telling you. My options are now... it's in the initiative time.
I asked the what's this called?
Hold on. Did you already roll your initiative?
No, not
All right.
yet. Because
Go ahead.
I want to ask Maslov.
Got to
if
roll
there's
first.
anything- Okay.
Do I need to roll?
Yep. If you want to participate. Okay.
I don't.
I figured I was going to react to this stress we all gained.
Oh, and just for clarity purposes, the first dice, the first numbers when you roll, the first numbers are your stress dice. That's how we keep track of it. Okay. Ross, looks like you're number one. What are you going to do? You see the androids, synthetics, rather, advancing on your squad. 3 of them. You see the one in the middle. He's not moved yet.
So Mike, I can actually see the one in the middle and the one left.
You can see, as far as I know, you can see everything, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm just gonna take aim and fire at the one on the right here.
Okay. Aim and fire.
Oh, those dice! What? Are you kidding me? Oh, those numbers! Not a single thing.
Yet another stress check.
Yeah, it is. Another stress check, please, sir.
Wait, what?
Your second stress now is 1. You got a 1 on your stress dice. You have 2 stress.
Oh wait, I did. Oh wait, I thought I only had 1 stress.
No, you gained 1 because you failed last time.
Oh shit! In that case, on.
All right, gotta roll one
we
more
all
then.
gained 1
Yes,
for that,
Oh.
right? You said we all
It
did.
doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Convenient. Now make your
It didn't
stress check. Now make your stress check. Now you need anything but a 5. Okay, you're good.
It doesn't even matter.
Oh, okay. So now that we have this stress does that? Are we supposed to add an extra dice to every single roll?
Yes.
But the first one equals a stress. Oh, okay, I see. Let me do that.
Well, the stress will come and go. You can use your signature item to get rid of one stress once per game, and then there's some other things that can happen too.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on the sheet and put the ID for stress on all these other things, so that when it's 0, it doesn't matter. When it's 1 and 2 and 3, at least it'll add the dice for me.
Okay, yeah, good idea. All right, so your shot completely misses, goes wild. You're still shaken up from making a noise that stirred the synthetics in the first place. All right, and that means Private Khrushchev, you're next.
Can I take aim, but wait until the corporal takes action before I take an action?
Yeah, if you want to do that. Private LeBlanc.
Well, first I want to ask Maslov if there's anything we can do at this point, or if we have to fight them.
I want to remind you that there's already been a shot fired.
Don't kill Sergey. Don't kill Sergey. He's
Which one is
very,
Sergey?
very emphatically pointing at the one directly in front of you that you were speaking with first. Sergey, friend, Sergey will help. Don't kill Sergey. Sergey, my friend.
I understand. Everyone, try not to hit Sergey. He might be useful.
Any other actions you want to take? You take a small action then, if that's you just want to talk.
But I just, yeah, I want a close combat.
The closest one to you?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. You want to use your rifle as a weapon?
Oh dear.
Oh dear is right.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so these things.
Alright, so stress check now, since you failed the stress dice there. Oh, you're good. You hold it together, you just arms shaking so hard that you miss your swing. Corporal, it's your turn. Your move.
Well, I've just heard not to attack Sergey. So I actually want to slip between them. These two, and shoot at the one behind them.
Okay. Alright, so take a few steps and then shoot. Alright, go ahead.
Well,
It's stress day. I love it. Alright. Stress check.
well, that's more stress, I think.
No, it only has to be 7, right?
It
That's
is.
only
'cause
6
that's
for
two
you.
stress.
Where'd you get the other one from?
I got one from just now, and the other one I got for pushing a roll.
Oh, that's right.
So that's
Okay.
another one for all of us.
Yep, everybody else gets another stress.
Let the downward spiral proceed.
All right, and again, your shot just goes wild. These synthetics are particularly intimidating, I guess, for some reason. All right, that's going to leave it back to you now, Khrushchev. You see
who
shots
was he? He
being
was-
fired, and
He was aiming at the rear one, right?
yes, the one in the back.
I don't really have a clear shot at him unless I take a step or something.
You can take a few steps as a quick action, fast action. If you want to do that, that's fine.
Like that's fine.
Yep.
Okay, I will try to blast the one in the back, same target.
Okay. Don't forget to add your 2 stress now.
Yeah, I changed it. It should auto add, I hope. This is a ranged combat, right?
Yes. All right. 6. Okay. So your weapon deals 2 damage. That's what it does, right? Yes. Also, actually, roll 1 more. I don't know if you added the 1. You get an extra 1 for your gun, right? Isn't that what the pulse rifle gets, an extra dice? Or is it 2?
Pulse rifle is 1 extra dice.
Okay, so yeah, roll 1 more for your pulse rifle. Another 6. So with your extra 6, you can increase damage by 1. Let me pull up that sheet for you.
It is plus 1 damage. Or swap initiative with an opponent. Make the opponent do a panic roll. Opponent drops an held item. Opponent goes prone or is pushed back. And that are your options.
Yeah. They have the bottom for that, so usually damage is what most people do, unless you have a specific plan in place.
But I mean, damage is fine. Whatever. That or knock him down.
Your choice. Take your pick. Knocking them down makes them sacrifice their fast action for the turn, so.
I'll just, yeah. I mean, I'll give the knock him down thing. Maybe he won't run over and punch somebody this time.
Okay. So you hit him in the shoulder, stumbles back off his balance, and falls to the ground with a thud. Now it's their turn. He stands back up and then walks forward to be within range of whoever's up front here. And we were going to have 1 attack Wade, and then we'll have 1 attack Corporal Pacheco Diaz. So we'll go with Pacheco Diaz first. All right, he hits Chico Diaz. You're going to take 2 damage. He swings
no
and you feel... Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can resist with your armor too. Go ahead. Might actually be 3 damage, but I'll wait for that. Okay, so yeah, your armor absorbs his hit, but you can definitely tell he's a synthetic. He's got that extra power boost. But yeah, you resist both points of damage. All right. Next, we're going to have on Private Khrushchev. Whoops, rolled the wrong thing. Hold on. Also 1 hit. So you have armor on that lets you avoid... lets you attempt to avoid. You get to roll 6d6 whenever you're hit. And for every 6 you get, you mitigate 1 point of damage. So you can go ahead and roll that now. Your 6d6 and then see how much damage, if any, that you can mitigate.
Okay. Nope.
Nope. All right, so you just take 2 damage. He
Oh, 2, not 1.
lands 2, yes.
Ouch.
All right. That's going to be them. Back up to you, Private Ross.
Okie dokie. I am basically done to do the exact same thing and aim and fire at him again.
Okay. You're going to be at a -1 because he's going to be right on top of your corporal, so you don't want to miss.
Alright. By this time, including the second stress.
No 6s, but no 1s on the stress dice, so you're good. So your shot goes wild again. And then we're back to you, Private Khrushchev. Wade. All right, LeBlanc.
Okay. I will close combat the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't hurt, by the way, was I?
Nobody attacked you. He just walked up to you. He had to sacrifice an action to stand up, so couldn't do both.
Okay.
So he's just right in front of you now.
Two 6s.
Okay. Did you use your rifle, or are you just punching him?
No, I'm just punching him.
Okay. All right, you land some good blows there.
Could I use the extra 6 for more damage? Or
If you want to, yeah.
yeah, could I do that?
Okay. You back yet, Private Khrushchev?
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. I forgot. I'm so used to just unmuting, muting my headset. I had muted it, and I couldn't figure out what was going on.
That's okay. It's all right.
So I'm back. Push to talk. So, did you need me to go now? I thought my initiative order changed when I held it or whatever, so I wasn't.
Well, just for that round, but
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. And there's a guy right in front of me here.
yeah, he just swung on you.
And he smacked me pretty hard, so I'm hurt or whatever. So in this game, if I step away so I can still shoot him, is that bad? Does that like provoke or anything like that in this, or can I move and then shoot him instead of trying to close combat him?
You can move and shoot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you
How far
can-
can I go?
Just a short distance if you're going to use moving as your... But to get away from him, to break free, because he is actively grappling you. So you'll probably have to roll to break away. I'm actually reading the grappling section now.
Oh, so he didn't just hit me. He's when you close combat somebody, you really are like holding on to him and stuff.
Well, I think it's all covered under the same thing. I just lost my page. I just had it here a second ago. It's under close combat.
Yeah, when he gave me damage or whatever, I wasn't sure if he just punched me or what.
Yeah, he did just punch you. So you can take a few steps back and shoot if that's what you want to do. Your gun's already out though, right?
Oh yeah, it's been out. I shot the guy in the back.
That's right. All right, you can go ahead and back off and do that.
A few steps, you said?
Yeah, you can go about to where the doorway is. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'll try to shoot that dude that punched me in the head or whatever.
Yep. All right. And don't forget to add the extra one for your rifle.
Yeah, okay. Let me add an equipment line. Here we go then.
All right.
See any sixes in there?
Nope, no sixes. So your shot turns out missing. Goes wide. Man, lots of stormtroopers today. Okay, then it is LeBlanc again, Private LeBlanc.
Didn't LeBlanc just go? Because
Oh, that's correct. So it's your turn then, Corporal.
yes, well, despite how close I am to him, I want to aim and shoot. Just like press my gun up against his chest, basically.
Okay. We'll just say -1 since you're so close.
Alright.
He's going to be trying to swat your gun away from him, but we'll see what happens. Ooh.
Wow. Here we go again.
So how many... You have 2 stress now, right?
3.
Okay. 3 stress. Okay. Go ahead and make your stress check. Woo! Safe. Saved by the bell. Alright, we'll say you hit him, but you kind of hit him like on nearer the side, so he still takes the hit, but you also damage the equipment behind him. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but just pretend. The equipment gets damaged.
Well, hope that wasn't important.
It was actually the only one that I didn't have locked down. Crap. Alright. Alright.
Yeah, I was asking for the famous undo button before for stuff like that.
Yeah, I've done that so much.
So you run with the perma delete option on, right?
Yeah, but I normally have
It
everything
gets you in
turned
trouble
off.
sometimes.
Yeah. I normally have
Like
it
you pin
just
it
so
and
that I
whatever.
can't bypass it, yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'll just leave it alone for now. Okay, so yeah, you damage the machine and it turns off. The 3D projection is gone, even though it's still there. But you do hit him. And you do what? 2 damage with the pulse rifle, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then it is the android's turn again. Okay. We're going to go against LeBlanc first here this time. Your droid's going to throw some or synthetic, same thing. Throw some haymakers at you, and lands with one of the hits. So go ahead and roll for your armor. Private LeBlanc.
Oh, no. You talk to me.
Yeah, just roll your armor. You mitigate 1 damage. So you take the hit, but you only take 1 damage from it. You can definitely tell this isn't a human hitting you too. Just in case you needed any more evidence.
Wait, now that the health is 100, how do we...
Say that again, sorry?
Now that the health is 100, how do we -2?
1.
Or how do we -1?
Oh, I mean, your health is just your strength. So you can just keep track of it that way. If you want to do it on your character sheet, okay. What's your strength?
Wait, so would it just be like 90, like by chance or something?
It's right above where you set initiative. I just set it to 3. What's your strength at for your character?
It's on your pawn properties if you're looking on in YAG trying to figure out. It's,
Well, not
it's
all
a little
of them are the
different than
same.
character.
Not all of them
Oh,
are the same.
Not the
No,
same as character
no.
sheet.
No, they don't match. Yeah, it'll just
Hold
be on
on,
your
I
character.
think I'm close. It's 2.
Your strength is 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know like where you roll initiative on your that sheet there? Oh. You just did the wrong thing. Where you just took the sheet where you roll initiative, right above it is health. It's the hearts.
Yeah, I know. But before it used to be, should I just change it like back to 2 of 2?
Yeah, I changed it for you. But now it's 1 of 2. Alright, so the other android's going to attack Corporal. Unsuccessfully. He swings, kicks, but you dodge without a problem. And then the last one is going to advance again and attack Private Khrushchev. Unsuccessfully. All right, we're back to Private Ross.
So that one that Maslov was saying, "Hey, don't hurt so and so. He's a friend." He still ran up and started fighting.
No, he has stayed
No, he
still.
hasn't done anything, yeah.
He's this one right here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I thought
this
2 had attacked LeBlanc, so I was confused.
Alright, this time we're gonna aim and fire at this guy.
Okay. It'll still be -1 since you have one of your comrades in close range.
Roger
Your
that.
squad members.
This way. Give me a 6. Come on. Thank you. 2 6s.
2 6s. All right. What do you want to do with your extra 6?
Baby.
Just damage.
Okay. So you do what? You do 3?
3
Right.
and armor piercing.
So 4. Armor piercing. They don't have armor. All right. You do a massive amount of damage to the synthetic. He jolts it, and he sort of breaks off his attack for just a second as he's swinging at Khrushchev. And you manage to acquire his attention. He looks right over at you now. All right.
Hey there.
Khrushchev, your turn.
I'll, if he's distracted, I will step away and try to shoot him from the side.
Okay. Go ahead.
Miss. Hey, do I destroy that thing you tried to delete earlier just because I'm facing it?
No, you didn't get any ones.
Okay. Oh, you guys are talking about pushing stuff. Is there something like, can I re-roll if I do that?
Yes, so at any time you fail a roll, you
Without
can
a one,
push
right?
it. The one doesn't matter unless it's on your stress dice.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh,
I didn't see
well,
any, so could I do
yeah.
that again?
Yeah, you can re-roll.
Yes.
You basically add one stress to yourself, and you re-roll all the dice, including an extra stress for the one that you just acquired. So you
So
can re-roll
re-roll,
1, 2, 3,
add
4,
another
5,
D6,
6,
right?
7, 8, 9. Yes, you'd be rolling 10 dice now, and the first, I guess, 3 would be your stress.
Yeah, I'm going to try that.
Okay. Ooh, now you need to... so you have 3 stress now. All right, and you need to make a stress check. So which stress check is you roll 1d6 and you add the amount of stress you have, which you have 3. So anything... I gave you that that DM thing I sent you? That...
Yeah, I'm looking at it on the side. So I rolled
Okay.
a 5, so that means I would have been stressed again, right? Because
Yep.
it's not 3 or less.
And everybody around you is going to get a stress.
Oh, it's like a ripple effect. Okay, I see.
For that particular one, yes. But I don't know that they're that particularly close to you, so we'll say... And then actually Ross is out of sight, so we'll just say you get it, because I don't think it's everybody in close proximity, and I don't think you're close anymore. So yeah, you now total that machine again. Just send another barrage of bullets into it.
Oh, that reroll, I never did add another dice. I didn't save my sheet, so I didn't catch it.
That's fine. You got a 5.
That's all good.
So yeah.
Can I ask what that +2 is on your roll?
The +2?
It's the gun.
Yeah, I think it was the gun.
Yeah, but it is literally just a 2.
Oh, that's right. It's 2d6, not just 2. It should be 2d6.
Okay, hold on.
So roll 2d6 real quick. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. You got the... Oh, but you did get a 1, though. Or a 6.
No, that was the stress die rolls. So that +2, I just didn't have a d6 after it, so that's what the +2 was. It's supposed to be those 2 d6 are the stress die. It just
But
didn't actually roll.
But you're missing another roll for it, at least. Yeah. So go and roll one more dice. Okay. So you have an extra 6. So what do you want to do with this extra 6 for damage? You've completely demolished
blast
that
him.
machine. It's smoke extra damage. Okay. So that'll be 3 damage. All right.
I think that's what you said, yeah.
Yep. So 2 for the gun and then 1 for the extra 6. So this synthetic just starts spinning around and screaming and just squirting this white pasty fluid everywhere, and then just falls to the ground with a clatter. All right, and now let's see, whose turn is it next? LeBlanc again? Is that where we're at?
Yes.
Okay. Private LeBlanc. A little more bright from this angle for you guys watching.
Attacking
Oops.
this guy again. Let's climb that. Not this time on the piece of my weapon.
I have no idea what you're saying, Phil.
Yeah, you're kind of quiet.
I'm robotic.
I think it's just because it's quiet.
I also have my mic a little further than usual. Okay. Yeah. So I'll do another close combat roll with but this time with my weapon.
Okay. Add 1d6 then.
I failed. Can I push the roll?
Yes, you can. Did you already add your 2 stress onto that?
I only had one. Where did I get the other stress? I only had one.
I thought everybody got it twice. But it's
Twice.
fine.
Where was
Yeah,
the?
I don't know. I was
What?
wrong. It's okay. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's what I thought. It doesn't matter. Go ahead. Roll, push it. Now you have 2 stress.
Brilliant. Okay.
All right. Go ahead and make a stress check.
Brilliant again.
Okay. So now everybody except for Ross is going to get a stress. Well, no, you won't either, Khrushchev. So just
Did
you,
she
Corporal,
only
I think.
have 1 stress?
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, you add 1, Corporal, 1 stress, or you both technically add. But
I have 3 now.
okay. So now it is your turn.
Wait,
Corporal?
but if you have 3 now, then you had 2 before.
No, push the roll. It'll just push the roll. So that added
Yeah,
the
I
2,
pushed the roll.
and then got another one for the 7.
Alright.
So what are you doing, Corporal?
The same as before.
Point blank shot. Okay.
Yes.
Miss -1.
Well, I mean, all these stress die keep only increasing my number.
That's true. It all matters where the ones are. No 6 or no 1s at least.
Jeez.
The dice hate me today.
Yeah. So yeah, you just lit loose an absolute hailfire, but each time you shoot a burst, he swats your gun to the side with his hand, just barely keeping it off of him. All right, and now it's their turn again. Well, actually, there's only 2 now. So you have the one on Corporal here first. Okay, he swings and gets a hit. Go ahead and roll your armor. All right, you mitigate 1 damage. You manage to maneuver each time to keep your body armor between him and his fist. All right, now we're going to swing at LeBlanc again. Okay, 1 hit. Nope, so you just take 2. Okay.
Medic down.
Medic. Oops. All right, so Maslov He just backs up a little bit and grabs LeBlanc and drags him back towards the other room. All right, back to you, Ross.
Alright, to the left. Okay, yeah, Okay, I leave for like 2 minutes and now nearly everyone's gone. Oh, there you are. That's like. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna aim and fire at this guy now again.
Okay. All right, you're still going to be -1 since your corporal's very close. Assuming you'd like to attempt to avoid your corporal.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa. All right, what do you want to do with your extra 6s?
Fuel that.
All right, same pattern. All kinds of white liquid just starts spraying everywhere from your bullet holes and starts screaming, going crazy, whirls around. Little poof of smoke, and it just drops dead, figuratively.
Is that one a stress die?
That isn't one of the stress them.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and roll your stress check, Baltimore. Private Ross. How many stress do you have? 3? 2?
2 now.
Okay, 2. So go ahead and roll. Anything but a 5. That's right. Same as last time. All right, you're good. You hold it together. Although you did make me late, so maybe I should
I did not make it
put him
late.
back
You
up.
yourself
Yeah,
late.
but you complained about it, so...
Cat!
Constant, why is it anything but a 5?
Because he had 2 stress. 5 plus 2 would have given him 7. If he gets anything
Okay.
6 and lower, he would have held it together.
Alright, okay, so over. Alright.
Here, I'll DM you that. Do you have that thing? The chart?
No, I don't think so. I think I get it now.
There you go. Okay. Private Khrushchev. Last synthetic standing. What are you doing?
I was actually going to run out and see if I can stim pack or whatever the medic that was down, even if I have to use her stuff.
You can
Go
do that
right ahead.
if you have empathy. What is your empathy at?
Well, it's really boosted too because of all the stress, but it's a 4 usually, I think.
Okay. Well, if that's what you do, you go for it. You can walk over and what's it called?
Medical aid.
Medical aid. Thank you. Should be under empathy. Unless you put any points in it, it'll just be your straight empathy.
Yay, 6.
Okay. You are back at 1. Private LeBlanc. All right, Corporal. Your turn.
Alright, well, they all look alike, but I think this is the one that was not Sergey. So I'm gonna shoot that one.
All right.
Does the aiming count now?
Yes.
I'm
Mm-hmm. You're not. Yeah, you didn't do any other actions, and it's not
alright.
that
I'm
close
gonna
to
roll 10d6 plus 1d6.
you. And how many are stress?
4.
Oh God. Okay. Wow. All right. What do you want to do with your 6s? Let's do that first.
Hey, let's just do damage.
Okay. Another
Yes.
storm of the weird white liquid just goes everywhere, all over your uniform.
But I suppose you also want me to roll a d6.
I do. You need anything? What? You need a 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow,
so
nice.
lucky. So lucky. But we're going to say, since you did get a 1, that one of your shots manages to nick poor old Sergei. Maslov screams, "No!" and runs out after Sergei. Maslov is continuing to patch up Sergei, and Sergei is just standing there, looking quite calm, allowing Maslov to tend to his, I don't know, well, not really a wound, but you get the idea.
His malfunction ain't critical. That was a question.
Oh, Maslov shakes his head. "No, it's fine. Don't hurt Sergei. Sergei, friend. Sergei, help us. Right, Sergei?" Sergei says, "Certainly, Maslov."
I thought you said that these sympathetics ignore you all the time. And now you're saying that you somehow know one of them?
"He comes visit me. I'm right next door."
Alright, so Sergei, we're here to stop whatever weapon is causing those nightmares. And are you willing to help us?
Definitely. I never really liked her much anyway.
Her?
Her?
Don't you know what the signals are?
No.
He walks over to this terminal and he reaches over to the side and he picks up a pad that it looks like the other synthetic was drawing on. And he hands it to Ross. It's just kind of like a pad with black shaded art, very dark and looking. And then he walks over to where he was standing and picks up a data pad and brings it over and hands it to you. And it's just filled with ones, zeros, and all different kinds of patterns and data.
Private Khrushchev, could you come over here?
Yes, Corporal.
Can you make anything of this data?
Let me take a look.
It's what is being broadcasted. It's what you're
This
dreaming.
looks like, yeah, communication waves, sir, of some sort. This is signal space here, and here's the amplitude, here's the wave frequencies.
So I suppose we will have to find the source and disable it.
And what is this on this data pad? Exactly?
Yours is paper. It's a drawing. It's like an artist drawing using charcoal. It's just shaded on the paper. Just lots of dark black and gray swirls and sort of angry looking faces drawn into it.
So how do you know it's a she then?
How do we know it's a she?
Yeah, you said she. You said that you always hated her. Who's her?
Perhaps I should show you.
Follow away.
Right behind you.
Well, I'm not sure.
Well,
Go ahead.
before we move on, Could I have some friendly banter to reduce stress?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I think I should use my signature item as well.
Okay.
I will not
Collecting
use
it.
mine.
Well, with friendly banter, it lowers your stress by 2.
Yes, but I have 4, so
but
Yeah,
only
I do too.
if Private
No, but I don't think
LeBlanc
you
tells a good story.
can. You use both your
Yes.
at the same time. Okay, so
Yes.
I could just get rid of all 3.
Yeah, it's just once per game, period, for the signature item. Friendly banter, yeah, I think it's just once per every 10 minutes or something like that. So yeah, go ahead and tell everybody a story to calm them down a little bit then.
Okay, so you've all heard about my hometown, the goat town. Okay, and as you know, everyone in the town pretty much worshipped goats. They were very nice to them. They did everything for them. But there was one man, scientist, who was obviously not a farmer. He was, much more interested in experimenting with goats, with other animals, and one day things got out of hand, and that's how the giant wolf came about. It was actually the scientist's fault. These scientists,
And this is the story that's supposed to improve everybody's spirits?
yeah, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Okay, so the the scientists built this creation, and at first it followed his orders, and sadly it you know killed only goats, and people started getting mad, and they were like, this is not right. We're not supposed to kill goats. We're supposed to worship them. And finally you know finally, after more experimentation, where the scientists wanted the wolf to become stronger and attack civilians, it ended up turning and attacking him. So basically, that's the good part of the story, is that although he thought he could control his creation, it backfired on himself. And unfortunately, everyone died but me. But in the ashes, I was still able to find my prized miniature goat, my little goat figurine, and that in itself is gave me a semblance of hope. That's why I still have it today.
yeah, well, I don't know if this is very uplifting for me, but
Khrushchev just starts laughing. Oh man, that was the best. That was the best joke story I've heard in a long time. That's crazy. I mean, my mind was completely elsewhere, and I started paying attention to this, trying to take it seriously, and then I got it. You're just fucking with us all. Oh god, you're brilliant.
Yeah.
Jesus.
yeah, I
Thanks so
was
much.
like, there's gonna be such a good punchline. And the joke was on us because there was no punchline.
That
Yeah,
was awesome.
I just pat Khrushchev on the back and say, "You're welcome."
All right, hold one
Okay.
second. I need to check one thing. Hold on 1 sec.
He goes, ow, my shoulder.
Alright, well,
It's like
everyone's
One
dislocated.
damage.
everyone's stress should be reduced by 3 now if you're going to use both your signature and the banter health.
Ooh.
Okay, we can do We can do what I was thinking. Okay. So, now that the story's concluded, would you like me to take you to see her? Sergei asks.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I must have your word that you will not bring any harm to her and you will not panic.
We will not bring harm to those who don't harm us.
She is perfectly harmless.
Then we should be fine.
Please put your
Corporal,
weapons away.
I suggest you put away your flamer, Corporal.
It's not a flamer.
I know.
I'm
So-
putting it
so
away
we're
on his
going
request.
to meet a person that can send radio signals? Is that what you're saying?
They're the source of the signals. This way. He heads off. Back the way you came.
Oh, it's so nice.
All right, you can walk back through the workshop. Everybody following so far?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sergei stops here in this little hallway. Puts his hand to his mouth. Quiet motion. We must be very quiet. There will be a security guard in here, but he'll be sleeping. Please, Private, put your weapon away. He's looking at you, Khrushchev. I promise you everything is perfectly safe. She will not harm you. You cannot harm her.
Khrushchev looks back at the corporal, waiting for him to agree that's a good idea. Put the weapon away.
Yeah, put the weapon away.
He slings it.
Remember, be very quiet. We will not want to wake him because then we will have problems. All right, you're in the med bay now, and you see the soldier there recovering. All right, he motions for you to stand next to Maslov. Please stand with the others. Thank you. All right, there's a giant clear plastic, you don't know what it is, glass material in front of these doors, both of them. He goes up to the wall, starts mashing buttons. Remember that even though I don't like her, you cannot harm her. Pushes the final button, and it opens. Whoops, slowly. Oh. Messed up. Did that open or
Oh.
close?
It's
Both.
closed now.
Both.
It
There we
closed
go.
again.
Oh shit.
Inside the small chamber there, you can see... Well, actually, not all of you recognize it, I guess. The ones who have seen xenomorphs before, you recognize the familiar form, but this one looks very different. Its head is near one of those devices that you saw the synthetics, you know, looking at the 3D displays and recording the data. And it's very unmoving. It looks to be asleep.
Do you know
How
what this is?
exactly? And how exactly can this help us?
He shrugs his shoulders.
That thing is sending the signals that we're supposed to come and do something about?
Nods his head.
Does it live?
Yes, she's perfectly alive. She's in a perpetual sleep. At least we think that's what it is.
She is causing the nightmares.
Yes, you see the device near her head. That's what's transmitting the dangerous communication signals out to everybody and causing them to react negatively.
Can we disable that system?
I'm certain you could destroy some equipment, but I don't know that it's really feasible to destroy her. You could try. But she's in quite the protective containment here.
Yes, well, you gotta understand that it is of our concern when people start going mad because of these nightmares.
I understand. I'm willing to help you put an end to it all. I just don't want you trying to harm her without some forethought. There's a reactor in the other bay across, and he points to the other door that looks just like this one. If your plan involves killing her, then just be sure that it's well thought out. I don't like her, but I don't want you to come to harm either.
Be sure you thoroughly murder her if you're going to, is what he's saying.
Well, if you do intend to destroy this, would you mind coming with us before we do so?
Certainly. I'd much rather be there to help Maslov through his new environment and surroundings, assuming he'll be going with you.
Could you also provide us with the required, with some data that is relevant on the subject?
What kind of data?
Anything that you know about her?
Well,
Where
if
she
you
came from, what she's doing, etc., etc.
We have a data server room, as well as a Mother 6000 mainframe here that's been slightly modified as well. They would store all of that particular data. I don't know how they came across her. I simply know what they're doing with her.
Alright, I suggest we go get that data, then secure an exit route and wreck the reactor.
I would ask one other small favor.
Which is?
There are some, which you might call political prisoners here, that I would not like to see harmed by the destruction of this place. As long as you agree to take Maslov and them, and hopefully me with you, I would be more than happy to help you for the rest of the way.
We'll be more than willing to. Where can we find these prisoners?
We actually passed them on the way here. They were in a containment room. He starts pushing the buttons and closing back up the doors. She won't be going anywhere. She'll be exactly where we need her to be. I just wanted to be sure that you weren't startled into some sort of reckless plan.
Alright, well, be available. We might need you again.
Certainly. Would you like me to accompany you, or what would you like me to do?
Yeah, you may come with us. It's best that way.
I agree. I can keep an eye on my friend Maslov.
Just make sure you stand back. Don't want you to get involved in any possible fighting.
I could be quite useful.
I know, but you're also very valuable to us. We wouldn't want to risk losing you.
Just nods his head.
So let's go for the data servers then, to secure those first.
The administrator will most likely be in the room with the servers.
Do you suggest we take the prisoners first?
I'm not sure. I don't know what your resources or your plans are, but just be aware that anybody on the station could go missing for a short time and not be noticed, but the administrator would be noticed quite quickly.
Alright. Just to let you know, we'll be armed from here on out.
I understand. Just please point them away from the reactor room.
Understood? Alright. I suggest we, well, look where these prisoners are first. If you guys agree.
Hey, Corporal, do you know, did he say what state the prisoners are in? Like, are they mobile? Are they fighters? Can they help us?
I
Against
don't know.
us?
I would like to see for myself.
I'm not aware of their status. I just know that they are here aboard the station. They are participants in the experiment, so I think you could expect some pretty volatile results. Potentially.
What experiments?
He points back to the cage behind him. They are being subjected to the transmission on a repeated pattern. Continuously.
So there is a risk that they've gone mad.
Yes. It's quite possible. They have been subjected to it non-stop, day and night.
How do they direct it just to them?
There's a similar containment area, similar to the one that we store her in.
So if we get them out, then maybe they'll stop?
Yes.
Maybe we should get them out one by one. If we get out one first, we can see what state he's in.
Well, let's right through this way, if you'd like to rescue them now. Or if you'd like to go deal with the administrator and the data servers first.
Any preference?
I think we should go for the prisoners first.
Alright. Then we'll do so.